Before I get started, it's time for a 0.5. Can I get a JP? And another thing before I get started, Michael, Maki, and I want to have a little competition on who could tell the best joke. You guys better cheer the loudest for me, because y'all are going to be real grad when you hear it. Thank you. You all have my gratitude. Anyway, attending JP really has been like living in another world. No other place can get you the experience we had here. An incredibly diverse, multicultural student body, a wide array of opportunities both in academics and extracurriculars, a dedicated and diligent selection of faculty members, and also the heat of 3,000 bodies moving through the building at once, the seemingly endless wave of traffic in the morning that requires you to be here 20 minutes earlier with seemingly, and the drip in the ceiling and the drop in the Wi-Fi train every time you leave. But you know what? For all the flag that we give this place, not that I ever get out. I really am going to miss JP. Good afternoon, administrators, teachers, family members, and most importantly, the JP Stevens class of 2022. Here it is, everyone. We finally made it. Graduation. I know some of you can't wait to get your diploma and finally move on with your lives. But unfortunately for you, I have earned the distinct honor of delaying that process by 5 to 7 minutes. Before I continue, I'd like to take the time to show a little thanks to everyone here. I'd like to begin with all the faculty we have. The effort they put in to ensure the best possible learning experience is something criminally underappreciated. From the extra time they stay before and after school to provide help, to the extensions they grant on top assignments, their telling of extracurricular life stories in this world, I haven't learned more from anyone else than my teachers, except maybe somehow. The next set of people I'd like to thank is all the beautiful parents with us here today. We wouldn't be here without them. At least, that's the case for me. I can't really drive, so someone has to bring me here, you know? Oh, and the part where they brought us into the world is pretty important too. However, even more important, nothing gets me quite through the day like your mom and sis help and unwavering support. Now, I know this is supposed to be a student-oriented speech, but as class president, it'd be wrong of me if I didn't thank the class council members that are also up here today. Mahi McKeel, Hannah Zane, and Ayush Desai, as well as our wonderful class advisor, Mr. Bear. I'll leave the reminiscing events for Mahi, but my gratitude for their talent remains. I couldn't have asked for a better team in the whole world to take all the criticism that we've received this year. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3. There should be a 4th. Who did I forget? Sorry, I've never really been the smartest guy. Anyway. Who's the last set of people to whom I owe my gratitude? That's right. You guys. Class of 22. If anything has made my time at JP Stevens memorable, made my time here worthwhile, it's all the students I'm looking at right now. Experiencing the ups and downs of high school wouldn't have been quite the same without all of you. From the TikTok dances of freshman year to the Fortnite dances that we did, as well as the 2-week vacation we had at the start of marking period 3 in sophomore year, to the unforgettable prom night just less than a month ago, I can safely say that I'm leaving this place satisfied. There is one regret I have, though. Not having had the chance to meet all of you individually. I came into JP as a selfish, conceited little jerk who thought he was the king of the world. I didn't care about what other people thought. I just wanted to be better than them. To me, Success was measured by the length of your accomplishments and the quality of your grades. When I found out that I was in the running for Balance at the start of the year, my ego told me that I had to go for it. And for the most part, I succeeded. Here I am, standing up here because I had better grades than everyone else. Well, almost everyone else. But when I walked up to receive my medal on senior awards night, I realized something. It wasn't the title I earned, the shiny medal I get to wear, or having my name come to the salutatorian plaque that made me happy at the moment. No, there was something else. It was seeing the lit faces and hearing the excited cheers of my friends that filled me with joy. I'm not the same person I was in freshman year. Through every person I met, every new friend I made, my perspective changed just a little bit. I learned how important it is to share your happiness with those around you. That every struggle is possible if you have someone with you. That's a lot better to laugh with someone else than by yourself. The little things, like the smiles you share, and the little waves in the hallway as you pass your friends, have brought me so much more joy than superiority ever has. So where does that leave me now? Still a selfish, conceited little jerk, but one who appreciates those around me a lot more. If I had to choose between either salutatorian versus the connections that I've made, let's just say someone else would be making this speech right now. I'm grateful for all the people I got to know personally. And for those who I didn't, I wish we could have had more time together. Normally, at this point, you'll hear something about chasing your dreams and becoming successful. I don't think I need to do that though. This is jpStudents after all. You future lawyers, doctors, and engineers are going to complete your career goals without me telling you that. And there are also the artists, athletes, and musicians whose talent needs no encouragement from me for you to become famous. That being said, I will always be rooting for you all from afar and watching. However, I do instead have something else to tell you all. If you've noticed at this point, I've mentioned the word world 6 times. For those of you who are a little more astute, you might not even realize the title of this speech is an acronym for world. So what is the meaning of the word world? I know some of you dream of running the world, but it's so much more important to be able to change someone's world. If you see someone struggling, reach out. Inspire someone to improve themselves. Show appreciation for someone's efforts. Bring about a better life for those around you. Wield your resources to light the day for someone else. Even if you're not the next Silicon Valley CEO or President of the United States, you still have the opportunity to make a positive impact on just one other person. In fact, I know you all are capable of changing someone's world because you've already all done so for me. Thank you, everyone.
At this time, I would like to introduce our valedictorian of the class of 2022, Michael Galsine. So, I'd like to take a selfie, but I have an old phone, so I can't do a 0.5. So, guys, let's all say Stevens! I think it went down pretty long. Okay. So, as Owen said, I gotta tell you all a joke. I'm going to chemical engineering, so I got a chemistry joke for y'all. I'm sure Finisher would be happy of me. What is the smartest piece of laboratory equipment? It's a graduation cylinder. Thank you. Guys, you should laugh louder. Laugh louder than him. Yeah? Being happy is something that will be on the top of anyone's to-do list. I've tried watching movies or TV shows or playing lots and lots and lots and lots of video games, but these are only temporary. Finally though, I think I've done it. But before I share my secret with you all, I must praise the powers that be. No, but genuinely, the Superintendent Dr. Reagan, Principal Dr. Shala, and the vice principals, and all the other honored guests in attendance, good afternoon. For the friends and family supporting all of us along the way, thank you for always being there for us. And most importantly, class of 2022, congratulations! We did it! All of our hard work, or lack thereof, has culminated to this point. And even though we're present with varying holds on our sanity, we're here nonetheless. I'd also like to express my own deepest gratitude to the people who have assisted me in my journey. For though many are loud, and some kidnap my plushies, and all of them are just worse at basketball than me. The numbers do lie, by the way. My friends were there when times were good and bad. All my teachers were there for me to always help me out whenever I needed extra help, or to answer any questions that I had. But Miss Pittinger nurtured my love for chemistry and made it grow. Miss Hatter taught me both Latin and English, and my understanding of both would not be the same without it. Dean and Z made me the best trombone player that I could be. And to the music performers, not graduating today in the back. It might be hard to sit here for 2 to 3 hours, but I hope that this can serve as a little bit of entertainment. Thank you to my sister for not being a pain, sometimes. But most importantly, thank you to my mom and dad for never giving up on me, for putting me through countless programs, for paying for and driving me to countless therapies and extracurriculars, and especially for loving me for who I am despite any results. Also, thank you to my dog, Kopi, for emotional support and many hugs. I'd like to believe that I'm an unusual guy. My friends say that I'm an unusual guy, so it must be true. Anyone who knows me knows that once I get home, I sleep, wake up, do work, sleep, wake up, and then do some more work. And I've seen me become a mad scientist in all of my chemistry labs. I apologize, by the way. But even then, unless I die early from my wacky sleep schedule, I think that's okay. I think that everyone has their own unique quirks, but if we accept them and cultivate our desires, we each have the ability to be successful in our own way. For example, I've always loved learning. The valedictorian being a tryhard? Imagine that. But even if the subject was mind-numbingly boring, I won't make any specifics. I took it as a challenge and kept pushing myself through. Our class is full of people with incredible accomplishments, and there were many times where I felt like what I did wasn't enough. But I genuinely learned to love the subjects given to me, and this fueled me towards being my best self. And I'm fortunate enough to be in front of you here today. When you focus on what you love, and if you lean into what makes you unique and happy, everything falls into place. But I must admit, I seem to follow the standard parent stream of a child. Most parents want their son, daughter, or non-binary minor to be the top of their class, pursuing a study with well-paying jobs. But I see and know so many people who are hurting, changing their own lifestyles with familial or societal pressures. To us seniors, I see so many of my peers switching their intended careers to those they don't really want to pursue, resigning themselves to a future of pursuit. What I will say now, probably won't change anyone's mind, but here goes. Who cares? What life is worth living if you something you hate? I don't know about you, but I would rather risk being called a failure than barely freaking out of existence, knowing that I tried to follow my dreams. Obviously, that doesn't mean you should be realistic and have a backup plan. Sure. But it doesn't mean those plans should be an excuse for you to tap out of what you know you want. If anyone is scared about what anyone else is saying, again, who cares? Be different in your own different way. Your opinion of yourself matters far more than anyone else's. And I truly believe, with the help of not only the friends and family who truly love you, but also the arbitrary kindness of strangers, you can find a way to live your life and be content with it. Our increasingly competitive capitalist society may grant you as a failure, but again, who cares? You're going to be happy with your own life. And the rest of them are too focused on the rush and grind to step back and realize that there are so many different paths towards fulfillment. I wish I could have made a funny speech, canvassing as many references to video games or inside jokes that I can manage. I don't want to be a killer, but this is probably the biggest platform that I will ever get to speak to the people that matter the most to me. And I would wake up each morning regretting my decision if I had not talked about this today. So, to all my seniors, thank you for the memories and the trauma bonds that make up those memories. Growing up with friends like you has surrounding me has been an honor. I know that we are parting ways with ambitious goals and bright futures. Remember, your life is what you and only you make of it. So be proud of what you create. So let's take a step back and think to ourselves, we got this. Thank you.
At this time, senior members of the choir